What's good, good people? It's your man, Fat Daddy. As always, let's start by saying Daddy loves you all. Now, I don't know about where you are, but here in Summerwood, the trees are starting to change color and lose their leaves. That means one thing. It's time for a little Southern comfort. No, I'm not talking about no cocktails. I'm talking about a little bit of Southern comfort food. Today we're going to look at how to make the old-fashioned dish called chicken and dumplings. We're going to walk through the old-fashioned techniques, but I'm also going to tell you how to make it the easy way. Well, sit back, relax, and let's get ready for a little bit of Southern comfort, chicken and dumplings. Now we're going to start off with approximately 2 pounds of chicken. I use a mixture of white meat and dark meat. The white meat makes a pretty presentation, but the dark meat adds more flavor. We have a little garlic powder, a little onion powder, and a little bit of lemon pepper. About 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, 1 each of the onion powder and the lemon pepper, and your salt to taste. You put all of that into 2 quarts of boiling water. You bring it back up to a boil and let it simmer for approximately 45 minutes. Daddy wants the basic biscuit. Flour, sugar, baking powder, salt, and add your soda. Let it I add my butter, about a tablespoon at a time. Now, up to a cup, between 3/4 of a cup, up to a cup of milk. You get a batch, or half a batch actually, of the Back to Basics biscuit dough, and you roll it out flat. You take a half a batch of that biscuit dough, cut it out into slivers and cut the slivers into little tiny squares. Coat all of that with a little bit of flour. And we'll add this to the boiling broth and minced chicken. Cut it down, let it simmer all day. What we'll do is make sure that the chicken gets up to at least 165 internal. Then you're going to take the chicken from the bone, chop it up to go be included. Because if you do just the white meat, it makes for a nicer presentation, but the dark meat gives you more flavor. And I chop the whole thing up in the little tiny, less than bite-sized pieces. Right. After you've chopped the meat, you add enough water to your broth to bring it back up to 2 quarts. Give it a taste. See if it needs any more salt. If it does, you add a little more salt to bring the flavor back up. At this point, if you're going to do any more adding to it, such as maybe a half of a can of carrots, half of a can of sweet peas, anything like that you like, this is that time. We are just going to add about 2 tablespoons of parsley flakes, add the chicken back in, and once that's back to a good roll, we'll then add the dumplings. Now, you take your dumplings and you scatter them into the beautiful boiling broth with your minced chicken, your parsley. If you wanted to, you could have had the carrots and the peas. A lot of people actually also use celery. These little flat dumplings will puff up and make some of that good traditional chicken and dumplings. Now, another way you can do it is you take a couple of cans of white meat chicken breast, a quart of broth, can of biscuits. Cut the biscuits into little tiny pieces, put it all in a pot, bring it up to a boil, cut it down to a simmer. Let that go for about 2 hours. Won't be as good as my way, but it will make you some chicken and dumplings. Southern chicken and dumplings. Let's get out on it, guys. Now that's some good eating. That's some good eating. Southern chicken and dumplings. Nice good old comfort food for this weather. Y'all, always remember, Daddy knows best. And don't you ever forget, Daddy loves you no matter what. Like, comment, subscribe.